Hi Scorpio, so this month we're going to be concentrating a lot on you and other people. So we start the month off by Venus entering into your sixth house of your health and your work and how you're useful to to yourself and to others. How are you productive? How are you using your efforts to benefit your bigger goals, your bigger schemes? Venus here is going to be really adding a lot more. You're going to basically maybe working out, starting new diets, really working and managing your time better to really help you to be a better you. With Venus coming into the sixth house, you're going to be enjoying doing those things. Mercury is going to be entering into your seventh house on the 5th, so you are going to be communicating a lot with other people, partnerships, one-on-one relationships with people, any type, business relationships, personal relationships and business relationships, excuse me. So you're going to be focusing a lot on your communication with one-on-one partnerships in the beginning of the month. And on the 7th, you're going to have a new moon in your sixth house, coupled here with Venus and Uranus. So there is an element of surprise here with Uranus being in this new moon in your sixth house. So basically setting new intentions on how you're going to be delegating your day and how you're going to be productive. How are you going to use your health and the hours of the day to help you probably be a better you? Uranus is surprise. Venus is enjoyment and love and pleasure. So there is an element of surprise there, which is also always fun, to never know what's going to come. And this is a good energy as well because Venus is here. So it is bringing still some goodness to this new moon, setting intentions on working on those areas. On the 17th, Mars, your ancient ruling planet, will be going retrograde in your second house of what you value, your finances, your attitude about money, how you feel about money, how you make and manage money. What is your relationship with money? Mars is going to be retrograding this part of your chart for a couple of weeks, and then it's going to retrograde into your first house. Now, it was already in your first house. It moved into your second, and you were really thinking about your finances and how valuable you feel, or your self-worth, or things of that nature. So right now, Mars going retrograde, you're going to be reflecting on these things. Your attitude about money, how you're making money, how you can make more money, your relationships with other people, how money affects those things. Also to how you feel about yourself when it comes to money. Do you feel good when you have money? Do you not feel good? And Mars is going to be retrograding for quite some time. This is going to be a transit lasting until the fall. So this is going to be a really good time for you to really reflect and reevaluate. Mars is our action. It navigates, it dictates our action, our physical body doing things. So with it retrograding, this would be a really good time to reflect on that, reflect on those areas of your finances and your self-worth and your values as well, and your relationship with money and with other people as well. And then on the 18th, your ruling planet Pluto is going to go retrograde. It's going to go retrograde in your third house of your relatives and your communication, the way you're communicating with others, the way that you're really basically navigating your everyday life. In your ins and outs every day. What are you doing every day? So Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. Capricorn is a land sign. So let's just talk for a really quick minute, Scorpio. Capricorn is a land sign. And land signs are usually all about the practical elements of life. So this is really going to be about dealing with emotions and security with Pluto retrograding in this area. So issues with control. Through money, authority, your sexual nature. So what or who makes you feel out of control? Where is it that you give up your power and your vulnerability? This also can make you want to feel like you need to control more things, but I would really stress a lot of Scorpios to really go with the flow. Do not try to force anything. The universe is trying to tell you to reflect. So it's a really psychological time, really looking at your psychological mind frame. This might also affect just your physical body. How has your health been? How has your body been? Your planet is going to be retrograding. Also, with your planet retrograding, I would say this is like more of a detox time, reflecting on so many things. You have your ancient ruling planet and your modern ruling planet retrograding in the same month. I mean, the universe is talking. It's really telling you reflect what needs to change in your physical nature, your vitality, in the way you approach certain things, your power struggles, anything of that nature that needs to be reassessed. Your relationship with money, all of these things are just, right now like a really big focus for Scorpios at this moment. You're going to have the 19th, the sun will move into your 7th house of relationships, one-on-one partnerships with other people, whether it be business, like I said, again, business, personal, sexual, whatever. If you're talking to somebody like this and that person is, you and that person know each other, there is going to be a real big illumination in that part of your chart and how you deal with your relationships. The sun is putting a real big focus here, and Mercury's here. So you're communicating a lot with people around the 19th. On the 22nd, there will be a full moon in your first house of self, Scorpio. So how do you impact other people? How does your contribution to a relationship, how do you impact these people? This is an emotional time as well. This is a full moon. You only get one a year, Scorpio. So full moon in your first, it's really about culmination. What have you been working at in terms of yourself? If it's something that you want to change about your appearance, if it's something that you want to change about maybe just the way that you project yourself out into the world, this would be a really good time culmination time to really look into those things and really try to, change those type of things that you don't like about yourself as well emotionally. This is going to be a really good time for that. On the 28th, Mercury is going to retrograde in the 7th. Reflection in your relationships, every relationship, it's going to be you reflecting. Is this working? Is this not? Your ruling planet is retrograding. Your modern ruling planet is retrograding. Remember, detox, metamorphosis. If there's things that are not working, cut them out, Scorpio. The universe is telling you to do that. I mean, but at the same time, it's a process. It's a real process because you also have Venus that's going to move into your 7th house. So self-love, and also doing it, if you can, with the most gentleness that you possibly can, because right now there's just a lot going on in the movements with what I'm seeing for the month of Scorpio. I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I mean, I get it. I understand exactly how these elements and these things are really, changing and happening. And I'm also detoxing. It's not just you, just because I talk to you guys. I'm an astrologer, yes, but these energies also affect us as well. So this is a really big month to really focus on you. First off, what it is that you need to do to make yourself happy, how it is that you can manage things to help things navigate a little bit better for you, and how is it that your relationships are probably helping or hindering you in certain ways, and which relationships probably need to be cut, or which relationships needs to be strengthened. At the end of this transit in September, trust me, whatever work that you're doing, you're going to be so proud of yourself if you have the effort, if you put in the work for that, Scorpio. So again, have a very reflective month, and I'll see you next month.